Hi, everybody. This is Mark Hutten. I have received literally hundreds of emails over the years from parents who say, well, my child is on the internet. He goes to MySpace, Facebook, on these porn sites, chat rooms, this and that. He's getting into trouble online. What can I do to monitor that? Or what should I do should I take his computer away? Well, back in the day before we had computer software, specifically parental control software, my recommendation was always to put the computer in a high traffic room where you could monitor it. But, you can't be looking over your child's shoulder every minute, and some parents have to work, and they can't be home at all to see what the child is doing online. And so that's why this parental control software is such a wonderful thing for parents. I've recommended this particular software over the years, but I think that most parents have not taken that recommendation because they're intimidated by the computer and computer programs and this and that. So I thought it would be beneficial to just fire this program up on my computer and just show you how simple it is to use. There's nothing to it. Even if you're computer illiterate, this would be so easy to use. But I do want to give you kind of a warning up front here. You may be unpleasantly surprised or even totally shocked as to just where your child is going online. So I do think it's important to let you know up front that once you use this software, you may be very, very disappointed and even angry with your child regarding where he's going online. But ignorance is not bliss. And you need to be monitoring where your child goes online. And this is a way to help you do that. Okay, I'm going to show you just how easy this is to use. When you download PC Tattletale and open it up, you'll be taken to this page right here, and we'll look real quickly at some of the monitoring options that are available to you. So the first thing you'll want to do is go down here and click on Options. That'll take you to this page, and it already has all of these features enabled. You can disable any of these that you may want to. I leave them all checked. It will record all website activities. This is every web page, every URL that your child goes to, it'll record that. It'll also give you a screenshot every few seconds, and you can determine how often you want a screenshot. 4 seconds is default, but you can put like 60 seconds, 120 seconds. It doesn't matter. You pick as to how often you want a screenshot of the actual web page that your child goes to. It also records every keystroke, anything that your child types, including passwords, that gets recorded. Any applications, software, games that your child uses, that gets recorded. Anything that your child downloads in the form of documents or anything that he prints or types, that gets recorded. Anything that he copies and pastes, that gets recorded, and it records any windows that are open. Any web windows, application windows, all of that gets recorded. So I leave them all checked and then click Save and Exit. Also, you can schedule when you want the software to run. Your child's not going to be on the computer 24 hours a day, so there's no need to run this 24 hours a day. Let's say, for example, he gets home from school at 3:30 p.m. and he's allowed to be on there on the computer until 9 p.m. Then you can actually schedule the software to run only during those times. So the first thing you want to do is go to Options. That'll take you to this page, and then you're going to click on Scheduling. That'll bring you to this page. You're going to check Enable Scheduling, and then down in here, you're going to type in the time, the start time, end time, for example, 3:30 p.m. to 9 p.m., and then click Save and Exit. Another nice feature about PC Tattletale, and probably the main reason why I recommend it so strongly, is it will also send you email alerts. Let's say, for example, you have to work and your child is at home. It will send you an email in real time, and it'll let you know what your child's doing online. It'll let you know if he went into Facebook or MySpace or entered a chat room, or if he's going to porn sites, or emails, you name it. It will send you periodically an alert, and then you can open up the email, and in real time you can see exactly what your child's doing at home. So again, we'll go down here to options. That takes you to this page, and then you're going to go down here to reflex mail. Click on that. So on this page, you're going to put a check mark beside record all sent and received emails, and another check mark beside record all instant messaging and chat activity. And then down in send emails to, you're going to type the address, the email address that you want the alerts sent to. This could be a work email address, maybe your iPhone or whatever. And then click Save and Exit. And the last thing I want to show you is the web filtering option. And with this particular feature, you can actually block websites, different web pages that you deem inappropriate, places that you don't want your child to visit. But you don't have to type in a lengthy list of the actual URLs. All you have to do is just type in certain keywords, and then any web page that has those particular keywords will not be able to be seen by your child. So we'll come down here to Options. Then we're going to go to Web Filtering, and that'll bring you to this page. You're going to check this box right here, and then in here you can add any keywords or specific URLs that you want blocked. I'm just using this as an example. You can add as many keywords or URLs as you would like. And let's say, for example, he has a Facebook account, and maybe you don't necessarily mind him having that account, but he's not to be on there for 3 days because he's doing a 3-day grounding, for example, and he has the Facebook privilege taken away. You could also type in Facebook right here, and then for however long you want him to not be able to get on his Facebook, you'll have that feature as well. So when you're done here, you're going to go down here and click Save and Exit. So I hope that took some of the fear out of using this particular software. I want to say that I'm a very, very strong proponent for using parental control software. I wouldn't go through all this trouble if I thought that it was not going to be hugely beneficial. Kids go where we don't want them to go more often than we know. So if you want to monitor their MySpace, their Facebook, their passwords, chat rooms, any inappropriate websites that they go to, and then if you want to follow up and block those websites or issue a consequence in the case that they've been given a warning and went to that website anyway, then you'll really want to consider downloading this software. And again, you kind of have to have a strong stomach for this, because if your situation is like mine, once you begin using this software, you're going to realize just how far off the deep end your child has gone with respect to visiting places that you do not want him to visit. So better to be safe than sorry. I'd rather know what was going on and be hurt perhaps by it, but fix it, than to just have my head buried in the sand, and in the meantime my child is being terribly influenced by the junk that's on the internet today. So hope this was helpful, and feel free to call me or email me if you have any questions about this. I think it's that important. Thank you.